Hello, and it's time to take another look at the game from the panda perspective, and that cheesy one-liner was brought to you by the good peoples of Jack Daniels. Right, basically we're going to be taking a look today at Danger on the PSN. It's a cross between Excitebike and Trials HD type of thing. It's an alright game, but I personally don't think it's worth all the hype it's been getting. At the start here you've got your basic menu. You can go to career mode, multiplayer mode, which is local multiplayer only. There's no online multiplayer, and to be honest, if you're going to give me the choice, I'll take local multiplayer every day of the week over online. You've then got your options, which are a complete waste of time being there, as they allow you to choose your sound effects volume and your music volume, and every single TV I've ever owned in my life comes with a volume button, so, well, the least said about that the better. And finally, we have sandbox mode, and that's basically a level editor, which is, it's okay, it's very annoying, but we'll go into that in a minute. So, I'll cut into the career mode to start off. Okay, here we are in the career menu. As you can see here, Stunt Weekly, Danger returns in the very centre of the screen. These are your first levels you go into, and then you work your way through Joe's comeback, all the way through the events and different things. Every one of these billboards has got events behind it. Some of them have only got one, some of them have got more than one, and you've got to collect stars, which, as you can see in the top right hand corner, I currently have 4 stars that I haven't spent on anything else to unlock further levels. As you can see, I'm only 16% of the way through the game according to that. This is one of those games I'm never ever going to complete by 100%, and I'm going to cut into some gameplay footage and I'll tell you why. Right, so here you are, you play as Joe, and you're going to drive through the stage doing as many little tricks and combos as possible. First of all, you can see I'm collecting those little blue stars. That's one of the ways you can earn the big stars at the end of the level. As long as you collect all the blue stars in the level, you'll earn a star. There's also other different things you can earn stars for, like for example there, if you collect all the letters in the word Danger, you will earn a star. Some levels have hidden stars throughout them. Some levels have certain targets that you've got to land on them. By the way, if you look up there, that's a hidden star right at the top of the screen. You can just about see me get up to there. And no, I still haven't the foggiest idea how I'm going to collect that. But basically you go through the level, and this is where some of the awkward parts come in. One of the things I absolutely detest on games is when you've got to be perfect from beginning to end. And on this game, unfortunately, what looked like it wasn't going to be the case does turn out to be the case. Right, when Trials HD first came out, I quite liked the look of this type of gameplay. However, when I put it on, I realised you had to be perfect to get to the end of the level, and I really hated it. And I was advised to get this game purely because it wasn't going to be like that. Now the thing is, you do not have to be perfect to beat the level. However, if you want to collect all the stars and unlock all the levels, you're going to have to be perfect and get 100% combo at the end of the level and beat the level in a certain time limit. Now, if you've got the patience of a saint and you're prepared to play a level again and again and again, then maybe this is the game for you. For me, I can't play it a lot. I can't pick it up and play it for hours. It's the type of game, if you're anything like me, you're going to pick it up, you're going to play it for about half an hour, then you're going to put it down, you're not going to go back to it for a couple of days, then you'll pick it up again and you'll play it for half an hour. It's a good enough game to do that, but personally I don't think it's the type of thing that's going to last you through a 3 or 4 hour gaming session. So, you start off and you're driving along, and here's one of those targets I was talking about earlier. Now you drive along, you can turbo boost if you want to get more height. That comes with its own dangers because there can be pitfalls lurking around. You can do little bunny hops over the top of things, you can crouch down under obstacles, you can do jumps. Once you get into the air, like here, you can take your hands off and you can do somersaults and things like that if you've got enough power. And then in the bottom left hand corner there you can see a little boost meter. Now this is a bugbear of mine. I have 2/3 of a boost. Can't use it. I've got to sit here, sit still, or do some tricks, do a wheelie to fill that boost meter up before I can use it. I've used less than 50% of the boost. I can't use my boost. I again have to top it up back to full and rinse and repeat. So it's one of them, I can play the game, I can enjoy the game, but it does annoy the hell out of me from time to time. It's one of those, people will like it. I do personally think it's an improvement on Excitebike on WiiWare, which I was disappointed in. But on the other hand, I don't think it's worth all the 9s and 10s that the game's been getting. anyway, onto the multiplayer. Okay, this is the multiplayer. As you can see, this is where I get the Excite Bike comparison from, although it's split screen. Basically, you're going to race from beginning to end, and you've got to try and finish first. Simple, usual race stuff, basically. You can still do the tricks and things if you want to, and I would imagine that you can get score points and things like that. But as far as I'm aware, first past the post at the end still wins. One thing I do like in the multiplayer, if you can get close enough to your opponent, is if you press the circle button, you can have a little bit of a road rash moment, and you can try and punch and kick your opponent off, but I'm pretty sure you've got to be on flat ground when you do that. And it's not letting me do it now, so I mustn't be close enough. But anyway, local multiplayer only, as I say. There's quite a few multiplayer tracks on the game that you can play through, and if you don't like the ones that come with the game, you can always make your own. Okay, quick look at the editor now. As you can see, I've currently started a level, and it's a bit of a tag team effort between myself and Damon. And you can basically go on, you can pick up pretty much every single prop from the game, and you can just design them into a level. You can move them around, you can decide which plane you want to put them in using the right thumbstick. You can put the change of plane devices in there, you can put the boosters there, you can still have stars, so you can have different sorts of objectives and things like that. And basically you can either set up single player levels or split screen levels, which you can either challenge yourself on, or you can play them locally, or alternatively you can share them with your friends, which is the only really form of interactive online that there is. So just to give you the idea, if I wanted to move that coin, I'd just press X on it there, move it, etc. Or if I wanted to put something new on, which I'm pretty sure this level's full, so I probably can't, you can just go through and you can select from things. I mean, you can put a great big Coke can or a battery, I think that is there, and it's not really going to do much other than getting you way, but never mind. And anyway, I'm just going to finish the review now with a quick little bit of the music, which is generally on a loop every 10 seconds, and I'll show you the level that we've created, or as much of it as I can.
Well, I finally get to have some payback here. As Panda interjects into my vids, I just want to quickly mention, because he never does his own comments, in order to do that ending sequence, you just exit the editor. I'm sick to death of hounding Panda to answer his fans. So, as I always have to do it, I'm mentioning that. Oh, and the other thing, before anyone asks, yes, I hate the game, he likes it.